Death is inevitable, but different cultures and different times have dealt with it in many and varied ways, from depressing to disturbing. Here are three of the creepiest real death rituals from history. Hi, my name is Shar, and this is the And Other Stories podcast, where I tell spooky and gruesome stories from folklore to fact. Let's take a look at how different people in history have dealt with death. We're all familiar with the blazing ships and fiery cremations of Vikings, but what you might not know is that some Viking nobles were buried with human sacrifices. Servants, wives, even animals, all killed to follow their master into the afterlife. A 10th century traveller described a Viking funeral where a slave girl was forced to drink, sing, then be stabbed and strangled, before being laid beside her dead lord on a burning ship. In parts of Tibet, the body is taken to a sacred mountain and offered to vultures. The ritual is peaceful in intent, freeing the soul and feeding nature. But the process is graphic. Monks cut the body into pieces, crush the bones, and scatter them for birds to consume. It's not for the faint of heart, but for the Buddhists, it's a final act of compassion. In the 19th century, death photos weren't morbid, they were memories. Families posed their dead relatives for photos, sometimes painting eyes on closed lids or propping up the corpse with stands. Some children were photographed as if they were sleeping. It sounds bizarre now, but back then it might have been the only image a family ever had. Death is universal. How we deal with it reveals everything about who we are. Which ritual creeped you out the most? Let me know in the comments. And subscribe for more dark history every week.